Welcome to The Pulse with Lauren Bango, a DLL podcast series. This is your place for tips, trends, and insights into the world of healthcare finance. Now, here's Lauren.
Welcome back. I am joined today by Robin Horst from our healthcare business development team. Hey, Robin, how are you? Welcome back.
I'm good, Lauren. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
For those that may have missed our last session together, Robin has been a guest before on The Pulse. Definitely worth having a listen to our last session where she talked a little bit about digital trends in equipment finance. But just in case, let's do a quick introduction. Robin, tell us a little bit about your background.
Oh, okay. My favorite topic. I've been in the healthcare leasing space for over 25 years, heavily focused on the optical segment. Most of my career building relationships with vendor partners in the optical space. So it's near and dear to my heart, as well as wearing other hats within DLL, leading our digital transformation and helping our market development team.
Awesome. So we're here to talk about, the eyewear space, the eye care space. So tell me, what are some of the trends that you've recently seen in this space?
Well, the space has evolved quite a bit. Technology is definitely changing rapidly. It's really important for the doctors and optometrists to provide the best preventative care to patients. And I think that's the biggest focus these days. Because the eyes, show different trends, different things that are happening within the body. Diabetes, the first place you're going to find it is in the eye. So it's important for the practice to actually have the best technology. When you think about an optometrist practice, really truly they're diagnosing patients with devices. So it's really important for them to have the latest and greatest in their practice. It also helps a lot with giving that better patient care but patient experience. The technology has come so far in this space. It's really exciting to see where it's evolved.
It really is. I know, at least when I go to the eye doctor, it's night and day from back when, the machines that we had when I first started going. Although thankfully my glasses are also night and day. I'm just saying.
Yes, right. My contacts. I agree with you. Yeah.
But so there's some of the trends. What are some of the challenges that the optometrists are facing?
Well, it's the same as, all of our practices in healthcare. It's making sure that patient feels comfortable, making them, again, it's preventative care coming into the office on a regular basis. So, having that technology that is less fearful than, the puff of air in your eye. And there's always pressure on practices and reimbursements and, payments and, financially, that's where we come in. Leasing is such a key part of a optometrist practice in acquiring the latest and greatest technology, being able to upgrade their technology to the, whatever's hit the market. And just staying on top of it.
So that makes sense because, obviously if they finance with us, they can get the newest technology. But what are some other things that, the challenges facing our vendors and some other things that our vendors can do using financing, obviously, to help their customers get into and stay in the most recent technology?
Yeah. Some of the leasing isn't what it used to be. You and I know that really well. I mean, there's so many different products and contracts and tools and flexibility that we can provide you know, the customer, the ultimate customer, with, you know, to meet their needs. You know, let's think of an extended terms contract, some deferral programs. You know, the end customer may be going to our vendor partners asking for more terms. We have products and tools that, you know, can help them give the customer exactly what they need and acquire the equipment, you know, now, as opposed to waiting. You know, short-term agreements, lease agreements, loan agreements, finance agreements, different contracts to help them overcome some of their objections. You know,
Awesome. So
yeah,
we can really customize the solution to take that financial objection off the table.
we can. Yes, we can. And, you know, and with leasing, it does allow the end user to upgrade. I think we touched on it just a few moments ago, but it's a really key, you know, topic to, you know, to dig into. It is important. Technology is changing. By putting your customers on, you know, a leasing term, or, you know, a payment plan to pay equipment, they get used to making that payment. They, you know, manage their practice so that they, you know, can cover them, you know, that monthly payment, and they can always upgrade to new technology. We make it so easy for a customer to be able to do that. And then it's, you know, it's also awesome for our vendor partners to know that these customers have this technology, because we build those relationships so closely with our vendor partners. They can upgrade their equipment. They get, you know, visibility to portfolio reports. You know, we help them to really territory plan, you know, how to keep control of that sale, get the latest and greatest technology. We work really closely hand in hand with our vendor partners. And I think that's one of the things at DLL, one of the huge value adds that we have with our, you know, with our existing partners.
I agree with you. So Vision West is right around the corner.
Yep.
Will you be there?
I will, yes. Jillian and I will be there. We'll be, you know, meeting some of our existing accounts and hopefully meeting some new ones. You know, we'll be showing our Express Finance portal, which is our point of sale tool, which is a product that, you know, has taken off in this space because of the ability to close a transaction on device. It works really well in a trade show environment. You know, you think about you're there as a, you know, as a vendor exhibiting, and able to help that customer experience be so seamless. Signing, you know, the transaction on device. The customer doesn't have to worry about going to their office on Monday and signing paperwork. It's all done right there. We're walking around the show, you know, demoing the EFP portal. So anybody out there want to see it, please ring us up. Let us know.
That's awesome. Yes. And so what should our partners who are heading to the show, what should they be thinking about?
Yeah, they've got a lot to think about. Think about changing the traditional way of doing business. You know, think about it a little different. Think outside the box. Let's build some programs. Let's try to see how we can be flexible with our, you know, our product offering, you know, to meet our customers' needs. We talked earlier in this session about some of the different contracts, but also some of the different structures, deferrals, you know, step plans, you know, making it comfortable for a customer to be able to acquire their equipment. Think outside the box.
I love it. And if anyone does not already have time with Robin and Jillian at Vision West, please reach out. Robin, thank you so much for being here. I can't tell you how much we appreciate
Yeah,
it.
so thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Look forward to seeing everybody at Vision Expo.
Thank you for listening to The Pulse with Lauren Bango, a DLL podcast series. The opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the participants. Nothing herein should be construed as legal, tax, accounting, or investment advice. Join us again for the next edition of The Pulse. And thanks again for listening.